If you are pregnant or you've recently had a baby, this podcast is for you. I am your host, Kath Bequee, a physiotherapist working in women's health and mum of 3. Join me each week as we dive into all things pregnancy care, childbirth and postnatal recovery, helping you have a wonderful pregnancy and afterbirth experience. And don't forget to hit subscribe so you don't miss any episodes. Well, hello there. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of the Fitness Mama podcast. Today you're with me. It's a solo episode and we're discussing an upcoming 30-day pelvic floor challenge that I invite you to all join in with. Before we do, there are a few announcements to make in regards to this podcast. So, there are now 73 Fitness Mama podcast episodes available to listen to. These episodes, they range from solo episodes to amazing guests I have been lucky enough to interview. And right from the get-go, I knew I wanted this podcast to discuss all sorts of births and outcomes, because I do wholeheartedly believe there isn't a one-size-fits-all approach, and I have gone out of my way to find guest speakers from all types of industries to provide a holistic approach to pregnancy and afterbirth care. So every episode is designed to help you feel a little bit more knowledgeable, a little bit more empowered, and a little bit more confident leading into this, what can often be a very unknown and sometimes daunting new stage of our lives. Moving forwards, episodes are going to shift to fortnightly. There's a few reasons. It is a huge commitment and a labour of love having a podcast, and I absolutely do love it, and I want to continue this podcast. But for a few different reasons, it will be best to drop to fortnightly. If you are newly pregnant, there are so many amazing episodes to dive into over the last 18 months that I'm sure are going to provide hours of information and entertainment. So I told myself at the start of 2022 that I'm going to do two things. One is create more space for me and my family. Like many of us, I think the last nearly 2 years now, I feel like I've been chasing my tail a bit and trying to keep all the balls in the air with the juggle of life. And for those who say it's not a juggle, well, I need to chat to you, because for me, I do feel like it's a bit of a juggle at times. So the second reason for dropping these episodes to fortnightly is I want to be able to focus more on the membership, Fitness Mama. So there are some really exciting things happening over the next few months that I want to be able to give my all, one of which we will discuss next. Rest assured, ladies, these episodes are still going to drop, but they're just going to be fortnightly. And I do have a huge favour to ask, because if you have enjoyed any of these episodes, could you please head to the app, if you're on Apple Podcasts, scroll all the way down to the bottom. So find the Fitness Mama podcast, scroll all the way down and leave me a quick rating and review. So this really does help the podcast algorithm. It helps the podcast get found by more women just like you. And it lights up my day. So in what can sometimes be a lonely thing, podcasting, it's just me sitting by my desk with a mic and a computer. It really does mean a lot to hear your feedback. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. Let's chat about this 30-day pelvic floor challenge. So this is one I encourage you all to join in on, either by yourselves or if you'd like support, come and join us. So here's the thing, pelvic floor exercises, they can be hard to remember. They're easy to forget. I agree, they're a little bit boring at times. It can be hard to get into a bit of a routine, and I really do feel this is the first bit and the hardest bit with getting started with pelvic floor exercises. It's finding that routine. It's like brushing our teeth. That can be boring. It's not exactly that enjoyable, but it's a routine. We're in a habit. We do it twice a day and it just gets done. So pelvic floor exercises, because these muscles are internal to the body, they're out of sight, out of mind, and often it can be easy to forget it's really hard to remember to do them. And sometimes it's not until we have issues with pelvic health that suddenly the importance comes to light. This challenge for you is if you know you have weak pelvic floor. So perhaps you've just had a baby or you've had your pelvic floor assessment from a physio and you know you've got weak pelvic floor. This challenge is not for you if you know you've got overactive or tight pelvic floor, or you know that strengthening isn't for you. So if you think this challenge is for you, I do invite you to join us. Either schedule it into your diary or come and join us. So inside Fit Nest Mama, starting the first week of March, for the whole of March, a daily video or email is going to be sent out with different pelvic floor exercises. So these are going to start off easier and they're going to progressively get more challenging. I'm going to give you that motivation, that support, that daily email, that daily check-in into the Facebook group. We're going to go through a variety of different exercises. So we don't want to just be doing pelvic floor exercises in one position only. Once we're confident that we can do them properly, it is good to try them in different positions. Obviously, if you're just at the start of your journey and you've been given some directions by your pelvic floor physio, you stick with the position they have suggested. But in general, we want to practice them in different positions if that's what we can handle. So sitting, lying, standing, different positions in sitting, so kneeling, there's lots of different positions. We're also going to get into some different speeds and different combinations. So some slow, some fast, some long holds, some short holds, and different combinations to mix it up. This is designed to help give your pelvic floor a boost. I'm going to run you through a set of pelvic floor exercises in a minute, so stick around. But this 30-day challenge, it's designed to help safeguard you against future pelvic floor health issues. So it's designed to help protect your pelvic floor against issues that can come about, such as leaking of urine, so that's incontinence. It could be leaking of urine, but also faeces or flatulence, so that inability to hold in a fart. So we really do want to help safeguard ourselves against these issues, as well as issues with pelvic organ prolapse. So that might be a sensation of a vaginal bulge, heaviness, that pelvic dragging sensation, or that vaginal lump. I do have a pelvic health checklist that you can download. I'll link it in the show notes. It's a free checklist. Head to fitnessmama.com/checklist and the link is in the show notes. Right, let's run through some pelvic floor exercises to get you a bit of an idea about what I'm talking about. But if you would like 30 days of that motivation and support to really help boost your pelvic floor recovery, then come and join us at fitnessmama.com. You can either join up for a month if you just want the month only, or you could join for 6 months if you want. There's a discount for a 6-month membership. Okay, pelvic floor. Let's get started, ladies. Today, I want to get focused on that back passage. That back passage can be an easy way to start in terms of learning how to lift your muscles. Okay, before we even start, let's all relax our pelvic floor. Let's let it go. Let it drop and flop. Nice deep breaths. Let your tummy relax. Let all that tension melt away. Okay, now drawing up around that back passage. So imagine you're stopping yourself passing wind. You're drawing up and in. Keep breathing. Keep drawing it in for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Fully release. Let it go. Good. Let's try drawing it up again. Zipping up. Drawing it in for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let it go. I will just say, if you can't hold for 5 seconds, if you're not at that stage, you hold for whatever you can. It's always quality over quantity. Okay, we've got 3 more to go. Let's draw it in from that back passage. Zipping up and in as if you're stopping yourself passing wind. Keep breathing for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Fully release. Let it go. 2 more. Let's go. Zip it up. Draw it in. That's the way. Lovely deep breaths. Zip it up a bit higher if you can for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Fully release. One more to go. Let's go. Drawing it up and in. Zip it up nice and strong for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and fully release. Okay, time for some quick lifts. We're zipping it up, release, lift, release. You're drawing up and in as if you're stopping yourself passing wind. Or imagine you're sucking up a pee through your vagina. So drawing up and release. Zip up and release. We've got 10, relax, 9, release, 8, release, 7, release, 6, release, 5, release, 4, 3, relax, 2, relax, last 1, and then let it all go. I'm having a bit of a chuckle because I'm sitting here at the mic and I'm doing all the hand actions. So I'm zipping up, I'm lifting up my hands, and I just do it naturally. This is what I do with all my members and my clients when I'm on a video call. You see me doing the actions with my hands, and I think that helps. So I've never actually really done this on a podcast because it's a very auditory podcast. You can only hear me, whereas I do feel that a video, and that's why the challenge will be delivered via video, because I do feel that really helps with that awareness and that knowledge and all the rest. So I'm just having a bit of a chuckle because I'm doing all these movements here that you can't see. All right, we're going to finish off with a longer hold, a 30-second endurance hold. These are our slow twitch muscle fibers. These are a half lift only, a 50% maximum lift. So because it's a smaller lift, hopefully you can feel you can hold for longer. We're only going to do 30 seconds today, which isn't a huge amount of time. So just to give you a bit of an idea, before my Mums Inside Fitness Mama get back to running, I encourage them to be able to hold for a minute before getting back to running. So you want to build up those endurance muscles to about a minute, give or take. Okay, let's go. So everything relaxed. Start off from that position of relaxation again. And now just do a small little half lift. Keep drawing up and in, just halfway. Keep breathing. Amazing. If you feel yourself drop off, just come and join us again. Beautiful. Keep breathing. That's about 10 seconds. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Keep holding with us for another 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Fully let it go. Well done, ladies. You've just gone through some strength hold lifts, some quick lifts, and a long hold. So that's a good start. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you found that useful. Send me a message on Instagram at @fitnessmama. And if you've got any questions about this upcoming challenge, it starts in March 2022 at the time of recording. Having said that, if you're listening to this podcast down the track later in the year, we will be holding these every few months. So Inside Fitness Mama. So come and join us whenever you are, because there will be a pelvic floor challenge coming up soon. So if you'd like to come and find out more, come and message me on Instagram, or just come and join us. There's a 7-day trial as well at the time of recording. So it's at www.fitnessmama.com. So that's it, ladies. I trust you found those pelvic floor exercises helpful. Remember, it's all about chipping away, putting one step forwards in front of the other and just giving it your best shot. So before I sign off, remember my team and I will be putting together the show notes for this episode with all the links that I talked about, including that pelvic health checklist at fitnessmama.com/podcast. That's it, ladies. I will see you in a fortnight for our next episode. Have a great day, and thank you once again for tuning into the Fitness Mama podcast. Thanks for listening to the Fitness Mama podcast, brought to you by the Fitness Mama freebies found at www.fitnessmama.com/free. So please take a few seconds to leave a review, subscribe so you don't miss an episode, and be sure to take a screenshot of this podcast, upload it to your social media, and tag me at Fitness Mama so I can give you a shout out too. Until next time, remember, an active pregnancy, confident childbirth, and strong postnatal recovery is something that you deserve. Remember our disclaimer: materials and contents in this podcast are intended as general information only and shouldn't substitute any medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment. I'll see you soon.